Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Me Do Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore, and this is Organizational Behavior or OB module in which we are discussing various concepts of OB. Friends, till now we have covered one part of this first chapter, which was Introduction to Organizational Behavior, and in our first three videos number 1, 2 and 3, we discussed what OB is all about. And like I told you in last video, after this we will start the next unit, which is understanding individual behavior. See, what is organizational behavior? Recall the definition. It was behavior of individuals working in an organization. So to start and build up OD, we need to start understanding this individual behavior, and that is our first topic, major important, which we will start. Let us define what is individual behavior all about. Individual behavior is response of an individual towards an action, environment, person or stimulus. So see, same environment but different people will react in a different way. Take recent example, nowadays monsoon season is going on. If it starts raining suddenly, some will be excited, oh wow, what a weather, we will go enjoy, do this, do that. Some will say, oh, rain, there will be water logging all around, I cannot go outside, do anything. Some will be totally indifferent. So same environment, stimulus but different reactions. Consider a person, same behavior, same attitude. Someone else in the company, one person will like him, will be his friend, someone will totally hate him, someone will not even care or bother about him. So what is this? This is individual behavior. For same kind of situation, same kind of environment, same kind of stimulus, different people are behaving in different manner, and that understanding that behavior is known as individual behavior. Why we are studying this, why it is important from OB perspective? Because this not only affects the way an individual behave at workplace but also impacts his or her work. So how a person is behaving, his day-to-day behavior, it depends, and need to understand that is very important. So when you are going to recruit someone, when you are going to take someone in your team, you need to understand what kind of behavior that person is having, because that will more or less impact. One person with a wrong behavior or a behavior which is not in coordination with others can totally affect the teamwork. Let us start understanding individual behavior. First of all, we will understand what are the various factors affecting individual behavior. So factors affecting individual behavior can be categorized into three parts: personal factors, environment factors, organizational behavior. See, personal factor, as we understand from the name, are the factors related to a person's own lifestyle, own age, own religion, own caste, own creed. If someone is going through some personal tension in his family, that will affect his work. Someone who is at one particular age, his behavior will be different age behavior will be different. People of different gender have different behavior. We will discuss all these attributes in next slide, but now for now please understand personal factors means factors related to a person and they affect your behavior. Second are the environment factors, and this environment factors can be categorized into three parts: economic, socio-cultural and political factors. Economic factors, first is employment level. So at what level a person is. If someone is at a worker level, so he will just carry out his 9 to 6 job. His work is whatever instruction supervisor is giving, he will completely follow them and do the work. If someone is at entry level manager, so he will be more into learning, he will start learning how to handle team. Person who is into mid managerial level, his behavior will be different. People who are at top CEO level, they behave in a different manner. And same person who was working with you, now if that level changes, take an example, 5 of you have been working in the same team for 4 years, different behavior is there. Now one of them, your colleague, gets promoted and becomes your reporting manager. You will notice some change in behavior. Some will say that he has got attitude from becoming manager, now he is not our friend, but it is not like that. The responsibility or the employment level at which person enters, it affects the behavior, and that is why understanding this is important. Next, what particular wage rate is being provided, that also affects. If a person is at same level, same work, but your company is giving different wages, that will create some sort of negative feelings and controversies, and behavior will not be that conducive for work. Technological development. What kind of technological developments are taking place in the economy also definitely impacts the behavior. Then socio-cultural factors. So to what society, what background and what culture a person belongs affects his behavior. it is a common human tendency that a person mixes with people belonging to the same background or same culture pretty easy, and a person who is outside, initially there are some I would say hindrances which are there. Over a time that can be overcome, but that is there. This is socio-cultural factor. Third is political factor. What kind of policies, what kind of legislations are going on in around the country, around the state, around the area you are working in, also affects the behavior. Next is the organizational behavior. So what kind of policies are floating in the company, that also impacts an individual's work, individual's behavior. If policies are employee friendly, then what will happen? Individual will be also working with enthusiasm, will look for his growth. If those are not, then he will also look for, I would say, detrimental work. So political factor, take an example, like recently in news it was that Haryana government has passed a legislation, new rule that for a particular level of wage rates, certain percentage, 75% seats were to be reserved for person belonging to that local background. So that will definitely impact overall behavior and overall work culture, everything. So this is an example in which your legislations can impact. Time to time there have been also legislations floating that in certain particular jobs 33% employment will be given, will be reserved for women. All those factors impact. Okay, so after these factors affecting individual behavior, now let us understand the next part, which is your biographical attributes. Biographical attributes means attributes related to person's own bio, his biology, his biography. And amongst them, the first one is physical characteristics. Physical characteristics means what kind of physique you have, what kind of personality you have, how overall looking you are. See, saying that a person who is good looking will be good in work, that is not at all a proper conclusion, but it is that inner confidence which sometimes a personality gives to a person which impacts the work. So someone who is good looking, has good physical strength, everyone wants to include him in this particular group, he will get a natural confidence overall from it. But someone who is being neglected because of his looks or because of his overall personality, he will also feel dejected, he will also feel a bit low and will not be able to perform in job. Second is age, what age group person is belonging to. So people who are young, who have just started their career, they will be more dynamic, they will be open to relocations, they will be open to new projects, staying late, everything. After a certain age, people would look for more stability in their jobs, in their careers. Gender. So saying that a particular gender only can do one particular work is not a good deduction. In today's century, it has been proven that women and men walk shoulder to shoulder, and any work which men can do, women can do equally well. But again, there are some circumstances in which I would say gender impact. So if it is things like staying late or like long travels or overseas travel, sometimes women might be uncomfortable in that because they have family responsibilities as well. And a major portion of family work, though men and women should share it equally, but still in our society is being carried out by women. So gender impacts in such cases. Religion is, I would say, not at all a determining factor, and it will be totally wrong to say that one particular job is fit for one particular religion. But in an individual behavior, sometimes it impacts in the way that people of same religion and within religion of same caste, same creed, try to mingle together and are more comfortable, and then that is why their behavior affects. Marital status. So when a person is unmarried and he does not have any family responsibilities, he will not look for I would say much of savings, would like to lead a lavish life. In work also he will be open for frequent travels, for long late hours. But as and when person gets married, and after that even he has kids, then what will happen? He will look forward to spending more time with his family, and so he will not be open for such discrepancies. Next is, what is experience level? So person who is at entry level in organization, his experience will be low, so the way he handle things, way take challenges will be different, but he will be open for working in new profiles. But if someone has been working for a same time in long time, then he will gain experience and accordingly he will be doing that particular work. What is the intelligence level? So what kind of level of intellect you have, that also will impact your work. And ability, what is your ability to do that work also affects. Ability we will discuss in the next slide in detail, understand what is ability and types of ability. So ability basically is the capacity of a person to perform a job, handle a situation or innovate. How you can do a work, that particular thing is basically your ability. Same situation sometimes it is there na, a challenging work comes, a manager will know this work is to be allocated to whom. How he will decide that? He will decide that basis that person's ability. Ability can be broadly categorized into two parts, intellectual ability and physical ability. So intellectual ability is a person's intellect or is related to your mind. Physical ability is related to the strength. Now let us discuss some examples of this, starting with the intellectual ability. In intellectual ability, some of the parameters are number aptitude, how comfortable you are with numbers, verbal comprehension, how easily you can comprehend languages and things, perceptual speed, your speed of relating things in time and space, inductive reasoning, how well you can induce things, deductive reasoning, how well you can deduce conclusions from the things being told, spatial visualization, how good is your visualizing powers and abilities, and how easily you can memorize things. Next is the physical ability. So in physical ability we have things like dynamic strength, how strong you are, trunk strength which is your muscular strength, static strength, explosive strength, level of your flexibility, dynamic strength, body coordination, coordination between different parts of the body, what kind of stamina you have to do work, and what kind of balance a person has. So all these are the physical ability of a person. Now why we are discussing this physical ability because and intellectual ability, because this ability have certain fit with the job, and that is known as ability job fit. That means that for particular job there will be some ability which are desired and some which are essential. So we need to understand which are the essential ones which a person definitely needs to have, otherwise work will not go. Few examples of some ability and jobs we are giving, and some we would like that remaining you tell us in the comment section. So like one of the ability which we discussed was number aptitude. For jobs like accountant, people who are in finance department, day in day out to deal with number, they need to have this ability. Perceptual speed, by looking at various evidences, getting to know what has happened at a particular site. So people who are investigators, they should be good in perceptual speed. Person who wants to be a market researcher, he should have good inductive reasoning. He should be able to induce by carrying out various surveys, various interviews. He should induce things. Supervisor, he should be very good in deductive reasoning. Why? Because his workers, his subordinates will come to him. He should be able to deduce things from that. Memory, sales executives should be very good in memory. They should memorize what feedback was there, what things were there. Balance, high-rise construction worker who have to work at size, maybe at 10 floor, 15 floor, they should be very good in your balance. Soldier, he should have very good body coordination. These were some examples of ability job fit. Some more examples of different remaining abilities, please let us know, our followers of Midu Study, in the comment section. After this, in individual behavior, the next important two small topics are, one is values and one is attitudes, and we will cover both of them in our next video. This is all for today's video. If you are liking our content, friends, please like our video, share and subscribe to Midu Study, and for any sort of feedback or suggestions, please feel free to write on midu.study@gmail.com. Thank you, take care, have a good day.